Good day, students, and welcome. How are you today? The topic is African musical instruments, and the objectives are: the first one here is to mention the families of African musical instruments, and to briefly write on each of these family, and as well as classifying each of these African musical instruments according to their families. There are four classes of African musical instruments, namely idiophones, membranophones, aerophones, and chordophones. Idiophones, as we can see here, we have some pictures of the musical instrument, produce sound when the instrument's body or part of it vibrates. This instrument they are also referred to as self-sounding instrument. Membranophones. A membranophone is any musical instrument which produces sound by the way of vibrating of a stretched membrane or skin. The sound is being produced when the skin or the membrane of that instrument is being vibrated by beating or by striking. Aerophones. Aerophones are basically tubes in which the player blows into or across a hole in the tube to produce the sound. We have an example here. This is what is called a gaita in African musical instruments. Chordophones, which is the last one here. Chordophones produce sounds when strings are plucked and strummed. Now, some of the musical instruments under idiophones are slit drums, rattles, which is also known as sekere in our dialect, shakers, scrapers, clappers, bells, gongs, tom piano, xylophone. It's also known as balafon. Some of the musical instruments under membranophones are djembe, talking drum, conga, bata drums, sakara, two-headed drum. Then for the case of chordophones, we have lute, kora, lyres, zithers, harps, and so on. The last one, but not the least, aerophones, gaita, ivory horn, flutes, reed pipes, kakaki, and horns. I have the diagram of some of the African musical instruments that you can see. Right from there, we have lute. This is how it looks like, and this is sansa, and it's also known as tom piano. This is ivory horn. This is amplit drum, and which is also known as talking drum, balafon. Then we have two-headed drums. We have talking drums. We have them like that. So I believe by the time you join me on the Google Classroom, you have some materials that you can as well use to do the given task. Have a nice day.